Bro, these guys look brilliant. Zoom in on their face and you begin to think they're Terminators, or Hannibal Lecter, or even the Riddler, dude. But looking at the bigger picture, they're actually just monocolour peacocks. The Peacock Brigade. Just the squad I've always wanted. Right, so the new Enlisted event, Operation Silent Hunter, has finally been released. There were actually lots of leaks about the new event from players mining the new game files to abstract some of the event's reward profile icons, such as these. So there was a lot of hype regarding this event, but is the hype deserved? We talk about that in this video. But just before we start, be sure to click that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and like the video, because over 68% of those who watched my last video were not subscribed. And if you're one of them, then click it. You don't need to feel guilty about not clicking it then. Also, I've been playing this event we're talking about today in my Discord channel with many other people in our community. So if you want to find teammates or even enemies to play with, then the logical thing is to join our ever-growing community. But enough babble, let's get into it. So the name of this new event is Silent Hunter, and that and the description both imply it's to do with hit-and-run style commando forces of World War II. The event appears to not be scheduled for or released on a day that actually celebrates commandos that I can find. Trust me, I googled it, and everyone knows if it's not on the first page of Google, then it doesn't exist. Though according to some slightly dodgy sources, National Commando Day is on the 6th of August, which actually is the final day of the event which still has tasks to do. So maybe it's actually correct. Yet to reflect its dodgy nature, as I searched for National Commando Day into Google to find out more about it, the second option was literally No Panty Day. So wait. I've just realised this isn't talking about commandos as in soldiers, but about going commando as in not wearing underwear, dude. I'm done. I'm finished.
I don't know. I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
But even after I called a previous event the best event Enlisted has ever had, this new event has to be that one. So I don't know, do I just rename that video the second best event? If we look at all of the rewards for this event, they're awesome. Finally! Thank you, Darkflow. This is actually so good. And I can hardly find anyone on the forums at all who doesn't agree with me. For the first 3 tasks completed, you get a nice plus 100% XP booster for 2 battles, which I mean isn't amazing, but you can't really complain. Use them in a campaign you want to level up in the most, and these really do help you, trust me. At 6 tasks completed, you get the first leaked reward, the German saboteur profile icon, which is actually really cool. I mean, his pose will genuinely strike fear into the hearts of players once they see it at the end of each battle. Plus, he's also looking at you the way that I would if you don't like the video. So go on, do it, or this man will stare into your soul forever.
That was easy.
Besides that though, at 8 completed tasks, you get a battle hero or gold soldier. And if you don't know what these are or what they do, then watch this video on screen now. And what I can say is that video complaining about these special soldiers really has inspired change. The snail god has actually listened to my prayers. They actually liked the video and have taken action, which is actually unreal. This is exactly why you guys commenting and giving your opinions down below on my video really does make change in this game. As the little description on the webpage says, this hero's stats are the highest for his rank, and you can choose his perks, and exactly what we were asking for. His name is Vasily Arkhipov, a soldier of Machine Gunner 2 class in the Moscow campaign for the Soviets. Obviously, if he was part of the Germans with a name like that, then he would probably have been arrested for being a spy.
Bang, see you later, you go in prison. You go in prison.
Machine Gunner 2s are currently the highest troop class you can get of a machine gunner in Moscow. Therefore, he'll always be useful and definitely worth getting. Searching up his name to try and find out who this soldier is based off of, there's one Vasily Arkhipov, Soviet Navy officer, who's very famous, and even I know this, because he is credited with preventing a Soviet nuclear missile launch, which may have triggered all-out nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis in the Cold War. I mean, that's actually insane, but actually is just not the guy we're looking for. Sorry, lad.
How dare you!
Though it does say he participated in the Soviet-Japanese War right at the end of World War II, so I don't know if it's a hint to a future campaign, maybe? Or maybe that's just a stretch, who knows?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
There was another Vasily Arkhipov, an officer in the tank troops of the Red Army, so still not our guy as that guy's a gunner, but he was twice awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, so he would have actually classified as a hero soldier for the game should they ever decide to include him. I can't really find the real guy sadly, but if any of you can, then comment down below with what you know. It'll be quite interesting to see what village he liberated and whether he did really use a Nagant pistol. What a Chad, dude. 10 tasks completed gives you 3 upgrade change orders, and these are so important and really useful to have, mostly because if you are a new player and you haven't watched my videos showing you how to best upgrade squads, then you may think you picked the wrong upgrades, so these allow you to change them. 12 completed tasks gives you an awesome BT-7A experimental Soviet tank with a 76mm gun. It has high mobility, but with this new gun, it's also powerful enough to deal with German tanks, though I doubt it's really needed as the Axis don't really have the most powerful tanks in the Stalingrad campaign anyway, where this experimental tank is redeemed, but at least it's a new thing that might make players play Stalingrad more, and my review on this controversial Stalingrad campaign is on screen now. But it is part of the 645th separate tank battalion, so you can access this right from level 1, and it can be a good power boost if you're currently a low level there. At 18 tasks completed, you get the British Commando profile icon, which actually reflects the Special Ops squad that you get in Tunisia for the Allies, and looks awesome, let me tell you. I actually want to use this one.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Lastly, at 24 tasks completed, you get a gold order for weaponry, which even alone is a massive incentive to play this event, because everybody wants to unlock the cool, unique weapons with one. And if you've bought this season's Elite Battle Pass, you get a whopping 3 gold weapon orders in total for this season.
Nice.
You should also bear in mind that many of Season 1's Battle Pass weapons are disappearing soon from the store, so using these is a great way to unlock those things like the Springfield Pedersen device, the Schmeisser, the Gewehr 1888, and the meme cannon Berdan 2, before they are removed. Forever. But yes, I know, we've missed out arguably the 2 most desired rewards from the event, the unique Special Ops squads. You get a ticket for each of them at 15 and 21 tasks completed, so you can actually pick which one you unlock first. But in both, you get a whopping 3 assaulters, an engineer, and an AT gunner in each, which is really good and better than most premium squads. Both squads are supplied with suppressed weapons, and finally they actually do something in game by being quieter and making AI struggle to react to bullets fired from them, which makes it actually feel silenced for the first time.
As I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months.
Beginning with the Axis squad, obviously they look amazing, and the background information given about them by the devs is also very interesting. I'm not just going to read and regurgitate what that news release actually says, just because I know you guys can all read. I would hope, anyway.
You can't read. I can't read.
But when researching online to find out more about this battalion, I can't really find anything specifically, and can only find a little bit about the 277th Infantry Division as a whole, which was ordered to form on May 22nd, 1940, as part of the 10th mobilisation wave, but this order was rescinded after the fall of France. A new 277th Infantry Division was formed in Croatia on November 17th, 1943, but the division was practically destroyed in the Battle of Normandy in August 1944, and after reconstitution as the 277th Volksgrenadier Division formed in Hungary in September of 1944, it fought the Lorraine campaign under Army Group G, and then in the famous Ardennes under Army Group B. In 1945, the division entered US captivity in the Ruhr Pocket, and except for its formation time in Croatia and Hungary, the 277th Infantry Division spent its entire operation history on the Western Front, which does explain why it's in the Normandy campaign in-game. This squad is given the silenced MP40 as its weapon, which was an exceptionally rare variant of the famous German SMG, and few photos of it survive to this day, and one of those you can see now on screen. But it is of a different commando unit that fought against the Soviets on the Eastern Front. It's a very solid weapon regardless that will come fully upgraded, yet not overpowered, as you can unlock better weapons in the late game. So it would actually be just a perfect premium squad.
Oh my god! Wow!
The Allies' commando squad is the 4th Airborne Division, 1st Special Air Service Brigade, which has an interesting history. The 1st SAS was initially a fictional brigade, formed by British brigadier in charge of military deception in North Africa, Dudley Clark, to play on Italian fears of airborne attacks, but Lieutenant Colonel Sir David Stirling was pitching his idea for a dedicated airborne commando unit, which later evolved into the Special Air Service, and he obtained Clark's support for it by promising to use the SAS name. From late 1942, Clark used the 1st SAS in his major order of battle deception, codenamed Operation Cascade, by creating a paper trail, which itself was codenamed Operation Abeam. The brigade itself formed part of the fictional 4th Airborne Division. Between then and the end of the war, it was used to mislead Axis commanders about the strength of Allied forces in North Africa. The Allies actually began to train a number of real airborne units in the North African theatre, the guys that we get in our squad, so that the real SAS would actually prove to the Axis that the fake one existed.
There he is. Incoming.
Its first mission in November 1941 was a parachute drop in support of Operation Crusader, but ended in disaster. However, its second in Libya was very successful, and in late 1942 it was renamed the 1st SAS, consisting of 4 British squadrons, but also 1 Free French squadron and 1 Greek, and Belgian and Dutch units were also trained by them. It also participated in Sicily and Italy, and in 1944 the SAS Brigade was formed of many Special Air Service units, including the 1st SAS, tasked with parachute operations supporting the Allied advance in France, Belgium, the Netherlands, and eventually into Germany proper. Post-World War II, the unit was disbanded but then reformed under a different name in 1946 to fight in various wars all across the world still to this day, and has influenced so many other countries' special forces as a result, such as those in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, Belgium, France, the Netherlands, the United States, Israel, Ireland, the Philippines, and even Afghanistan. And the SAS counter-terrorist wing famously took part in a hostage rescue operation during the 1980 Iranian embassy siege in London, which regained its fame and recognition worldwide. And it is also why, before this squad was even released in game, I knew about it and loved its history. The squad is given a silenced Sten Mk2, designed in 1943 and actually painted olive green, which is hard to see from the image, or maybe it's just not actually in it. Who knows? But it was developed specifically for use by Commonwealth commando units operating behind enemy lines, so it's as appropriate of a weapon as we'll get. But they also get a unique SAS dagger, which is just awesome, so good job Darkflow. These rewards are just insane.
I like it, Kudgy.
You can get all of these rewards without any payment or anything by just doing all the tasks, which is amazing, and each task set lasts for about 2 days, so you do have a decent window to complete each task in. And because none of them are particularly complicated, you can do all of these in the time quite easily. Unless you're like me and you can't complete the first day because you lost 10 battles in a row, yet you need just 1 win to complete them. Don't be like me.
This was the no-brainer. This was the banker. This was the one that couldn't fail. This was one that's never failed.
But what you can do to ensure you win games is join our Discord server to find awesome teammates to help you win games and complete your tasks. It's a no-brainer really. You want to get these rewards? Join the server. We'll help you get them much easier than you could probably do alone. But looking at the tasks in more depth, some levels may take slightly longer than others, such as the tasks beginning on July 28th, where that day might just result in everyone sniping, which will feel awful to be an infantry soldier during those 2 days. I'm really not looking forward to that day, dude. And then the last task set is also going to be a pain. My god, 30 melee kills is going to cause absolute chaos in matches, let alone being constantly killed with boys anti-tank rifles or grenade launcher spam. I'm looking forward to that one even less.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
But if you like watching videos about Enlisted's events, then you should watch this one on how to perform well in events to get the best rewards. But nevertheless, it's been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.